The first time I noticed it, I thought I was just tired. I'd only been playing the world for a few days. No mods, no shaders, just a quiet survival run. But something was off. When I returned to my base after mining, my door was open. I was sure I'd closed it. But Minecraft doesn't save that kind of a stake, right? I let it go. Next time I logged in, one of my walls was shifted. Not gone, not destroyed, just different. A plank replaced with cobblestone. A torch now placed one block higher. I checked the logs, single player. Nobody else had been there. I tried to ignore it, but then things got specific. A sign appeared in my chest room. It simply said, "Your walls are uneven." I hadn't put it there. I deleted the sign, logged out, came back the next day. There were 3 more signs. They read, "Fixed it. You're welcome. I like oak more." My entire roof had been changed from spruce to oak planks. But it didn't end there. I went exploring for a while, spent 3 in-game days traveling. When I came back, my base had grown. Literally. 2 new rooms, fully built. One had an enchanting table, the other had an empty bed with a crafting table beside it, just like my setup. But I hadn't built it. Not a single block. I thought I was being pranked. But this wasn't a server. This was my own world. I checked my screenshots folder. There were dozens of new screenshots I never took, each one from angles inside my base. Some I didn't even recognize, corners I'd never stood in. But the worst one, the one that made my stomach drop, was a picture of me. Sleeping, third person, taken from the foot of my bed. I've never installed any camera mod. That night I didn't log off. I just hid in a hole underground and waited. After 10 minutes I heard movement, footsteps. But I was underground. I hadn't moved, and I was alone. I dug upward, slowly, blocked off the entrance behind me and listened. More footsteps, software slow, intentional. Then, silence. I peeked out from the dirt wall. Nothing. Then I looked down, a name tag, flickering, just below the ground, exactly where I had been hiding, but it wasn't my name. It was blurred, corrupted, almost like it glitched when it tried to render. I waited. It didn't move. Then suddenly, the block beneath me vanished. I fell into the hole. There was nothing, just a single sign, floating in the middle of a 1-block chamber. It said, "Stop pretending you're the only one here." I forced a log out. Next time I joined, my skin was different. Not fully, just wrong. The eyes were slightly off, the mouth was longer, and I couldn't change it back. The launcher said I was still using my usual skin, but in the world, it wasn't me. I broke the mirror from the DecoCraft mod I had added earlier. The reflection in it smiled, while I didn't. I destroyed my house, all of it, burned it to the ground. Then I built a new one, thousands of blocks away, flatlands, no trees, no caves. I covered every wall with obsidian, no windows, no doors, just a single bed, and a chest with nothing in it. And still, the changes came back. This time, the sign didn't say anything. It was just there, planted next to my bed. But when I destroyed it, it dropped 2 items. My old diamond sword and a single piece of rotten flesh, renamed meat. The sword had a tag, durability, 1. I've never seen a negative value on an item before. I don't log off anymore. I leave the game running. I leave my base lit. And I don't sleep. Because every time I close my eyes, I dream of a world I didn't build. But that knows exactly what I would have done. It builds like me. It thinks like me. It plays like me. But it is not me. And the longer I stay in this world, the less I remember which of us came first. After I destroyed the second house, I promised myself I'd stop. No more survival, no more Minecraft. Just delete the world and move on. So I did. Or, I thought I did. I deleted the folder. I emptied the trash. I even reformatted the entire saves directory. I didn't open the launcher again for a week. Then one night, I had a dream. I was walking through the forest from my old base. The torches were still there, still flickering, still moving. And I heard my own footsteps echoing. But I wasn't walking. I woke up, cold, sweating, and my desktop had a new folder. It was called Seed Unknown. Inside it, one world file. I didn't open it. I swear I didn't. But the next time I launched the game, just out of curiosity, that world auto-loaded, and I spawned underground. Not in a cave, not in a mine shaft. In a perfect, smooth obsidian cube. No torches, no items, just a single hole in the ceiling, and a ladder going up. I climbed it, and when I surfaced, I saw it again. The house, my house, but wrong, too clean, too perfect, like someone had rebuilt it from memory, but didn't understand what it meant. Inside, the chests were filled. Same items I had before, same sword, same bow, same notes, all labeled the way I named them, down to the last typo. There was only one difference. The second bed was gone. In its place, a sign. You're home now. Stay. I tried logging out, but the game didn't respond. The ESC key was grayed out. Menu, disabled. So I tried force quitting. Alt plus F4. Task manager. Nothing worked. The game kept running. I shut down the PC, but when it restarted, Minecraft opened automatically. No launcher, no desktop, just the world. Still running. Now with night falling, and I heard it again. My name, said out loud. Not in chat, not in subtitles, just whispered in my voice. Come see what I made. I opened the door. A path had been built leading into the forest. Redstone torches, perfectly spaced. I followed it. Not because I wanted to, but because I felt like I had to. The path twisted, bent in impossible ways, slopes that shouldn't exist. And then I reached the clearing. In the center was a replica of my base, but bigger, and carved into a mountain. Inside were rooms I'd never built, but they felt familiar. One was filled with signs. Each one had a message I remembered typing, not in chat, but in real life, Discord, texts, emails, things no one should know. Yeah, I'll be on in 10. Delete that world. It's cursed, LOL. Barb gotta fix something. But they were here. And then I saw it. A skin, wearing my armor, standing completely still in the center of the final room. No name tag, no movement, just staring forward. I approached it. When I got close, it turned its head, but its body stayed frozen. Then the screen froze, sound glitched, and everything went black. When it came back, I was standing in its place, in that same room, frozen, watching another version of me walk in. This time, their armor was enchanted. They looked around, confused, just like I had. And I realized I wasn't the player anymore. I was the world, watching, waiting, looping. And then the screen said, "Player joined the game."